Hi everyone, and welcome to Coffee and Pints.
Today we are having a pint.
That's right.
Cheers. Because we're talking about professional fences, which can be a little bit of a challenging subject to deal with, but once you understand what a professional fence is and you get good at it, no sweat.
No problem at all. So, what is a professional fence? So, Jill, is a professional fence setting up a barrier in front of your cube so nobody can get in? Is it barking at everybody strategically so nobody wants to work with you at all?
There are days when that's exactly what I want to do. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Are you reading my mind? No, unfortunately, it's not. That's not a professional fence. A professional fence is essentially letting somebody know where your boundaries are.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to something where it just doesn't sit well with you. The way they behave or what they're trying to draw you into. It's an opportunity for you to let them know, not cool with me. Right. We're not going to play this game the way you want to.
Right. And you'll know when you set one because it feels bad. Mm-hmm. It feels like they're pushing you from one side of your moral center to the other, and you don't want to be a part of it. I worked with a woman one time and she was horrible. It was years ago. And she was always trying to include people, and especially people that had a lot of good relationships, tried to include you in a smear campaign on people that she didn't get along with or had problems with. And I found this to be very, very distasteful.
I can imagine you did. So how did you handle that? What did you do about it?
Well, the first couple times, I would tell her publicly when she tried to include me in her smear campaign that I didn't want any part of it. And most people, when you set a professional fence, because you're talking about your values, right?
Right.
They get it. It's a very personal thing. They understand where you're coming from, and then they just usually back off. In this case, this individual did not do that. It took me probably 3 or 4 times to actually set this fence, which is not highly uncommon, but again, usually most people get it in 1 or 2 times. So it was a series of conversations.
So when you set this fence professionally in a public forum, can you give us an example of what you did and what actually happened and how that worked?
Sure. So the first time, it was in a group setting where she was having problems with another business unit, and specifically 2 or 3 people in that unit, and she would say terrible things like, and not really super bad things, but enough to start to create doubt, which is, again, that is just wrong. She would say things like, they don't understand us, they don't understand our business, they don't understand how our team works. And I would say, well, then how can we get them to understand us?
Sure, right. Take ownership of the situation.
How can we meet in the middle and figure out like what's missing, and how can we get together and make it, move the arrow forward, like go north. And most people get that, but when you're trying to smear folks, they forget all that and just want to talk about the people and not the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is my favorite thing to talk about, right?
Exactly. So, did she get the message then?
Yeah, finally.
I bet she did.
4 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
One thing I know about you after working with you for 10 years is you're going to get the message through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you're persistent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't give up. No.
That's great. So a professional fence really is, like we said, it's an action or a series of actions that lets people know where you stand on something. One really interesting thing about setting professional fences is once you do it a number of times, A, you get good at it.
Really
and
good
B, when you're in one organization and people begin to understand, I know Jill is going to react this way to this situation. I know Danny is not going to take that. And you start to eliminate it from even coming in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. Saves a ton of time for everybody.
Absolutely.
Right? Tons of time.
And it encourages better behavior of everybody around you.
Exactly.
In addition to that. So for more information on this subject, please check out our blog post, which is at www.coffeeandpints.com. We also have this YouTube channel that we hope you subscribe to, or check us out on Facebook.
Yep, exactly. And we'll be here next Tuesday with another post. We haven't decided if it's going to be video or not, but we'll get there. We're just kind of plowing our way through it.
Yeah, we're having fun doing it. We hope you're enjoying it. We'd love to hear from you, so
send us a comment.
Send us your comments. Let us
shoot
know
us an email. You can shoot us an email from our website.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Cheers.
Delicious. I have an IPA today.
This is the Glacier IPA. pretty darn good. It's pretty good.
Well, something to aspire to.
Exactly.